Good afternoon. It is currently Thursday, April 23rd, 2026. And yeah, today has been a day. It's just starting. It is currently 12:30 right now. And yeah, I think I have a lot of thoughts. Right now, I feel like I tie my productivity and my self-worth to each other. It's like if I'm not doing something productive, then I'm not doing anything with my life type of thing. And I think when it comes to writing down different tasks, especially and being able to cross it off, I feel like there is, kind of that little boost of encouragement every time you cross it off. But I think for me right now, I've been pushing some of those things aside and like I'll be doing productive work, even though it's not the work that I said I was going to do, it's still work. And I think there's a part of me that just feels like I'm not being productive because it's not what I said I was going to do. And yeah, I'm just trying to kind of get over that because, like, for example, today, like, this is the exact example of it. I was probably researching for maybe like an hour of like what I kind of wanted to do for like my businesses and stuff. And essentially, I didn't go with the direction that I was researching, anyways, but it was that whole fact of like, I know that research is valuable and it helped me make an informed decision at this point of stage, like in my business, but in my head I was like, oh dang, like now that I'm not doing it, it was just like a waste of an hour or whatever spent doing that when I could have been doing the other things on my task list. So yeah, that was just like a little thing that I was like, wow, like my brain is not wired to be friendly to myself, to put it that way. But yeah, and so what I've been trying to do is like, okay, I'm going to write down everything I need to do and just try to just focus on that task at hand. I know I tried to do like the easier stuff, but it's like, okay, if I have it down there, I need to do it. And I've been noticing, or because what I do is like I'll write down like every single day like what I need to do. And the past couple days I've been like looking back at the past couple days of what I had on the list, and I'm writing down the same thing because I've been pushing it off. So I think today is one of those days where I'm just trying to do the hard thing first. And, there's a quote that, like, nothing is ever impossible, it's just unfamiliar. And I think the more times I do these difficult things, I think it'll be easier. Because I was able to cross off maybe like 2 to 3 things on my list that I've been having on, like, that I've had on it for a couple of days. And it actually wasn't that hard. I finished it, and afterwards I was like, wow, like, I really should have just done this earlier, but I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, so that's just my thoughts of me trying to just be kinder to myself. Another thing is like every time I wake up, I'm always just thinking about work. I don't have the greatest balance, and so I'm trying to kind of reframe and still have my morning and night routine. Right now, my morning has been it's all right. Like sometimes mid journal writing, I'll literally just look at my phone and be like, oh shoot, I have to reply to XYZ things. And yeah, I shouldn't be doing that. I'm just trying to have a better balance and actually live life because, again, my motto is like, nothing changes if nothing changes. And, YOLO, you only live once. So I'm really trying to kind of make my days as not monotonous as possible. So I signed up for tennis lessons next week, going back into that, trying to do my rollerblading. I have not been doing that for like the longest time. Like I said, I had that since like what, March, and it's April, almost May now. So there's a lot of things that I kind of need to work on my life, but small things. I think I should also recognize the good that I've been doing, at least, is like not doom scrolling as much. And still I'm on it a little just because of work, and I do fall into like some holes, but it's okay. And the past couple of days, not last night though, but it's okay because I was still doing other like canoodling and brain activities. I was able to read. I actually really enjoy this book. And I think I was like, oh, I didn't read last night, let me read in the morning, but I decided to keep this for a nighttime routine so that I'm excited to go to bed, and it'll kind of, I don't know, help me mark, or I guess like really, yeah, mark off my time in terms of like, okay, if I want to read and be asleep by 12, I have to be like XYZ or whatever before that. So last night I actually was able to sleep by like around 11ish, so that's actually good. I want to usually be asleep by 12, or at least in bed by 12 anyways, and I'm trying to wake up earlier and just, yeah, be more productive. I'm not necessarily a morning person. I don't think I ever have been. I do love my sleep. Like I could fall asleep wherever and whenever. But I talked about it the other day about like, looking at the sunrise or sunset, etc. And it also got me thinking because I am applying to, or like, it's those photo competitions for like the city, and so I'm gonna submit it for the city I'm living in, and I am kind of excited to kind of just do something for fun because you have to kind of like take photos and obviously submit it. So I'm going to see if I do that, and I just want to kind of explore the city here, and I think it gives me a great opportunity to be able to do that in a very, like, I don't know, like low impact, like whatever way of just taking photos and really basking in where I'm living, because I feel like the most I feel like we always like eat out outside of the city that I like live in, and even for, say, like when I was in Culver, like UCLA, whatever, I feel like I didn't cherish those moments enough of like being in the city, because now it's like kind of a drive-in, but also I feel like I wasn't as much of a tourist in my own city for because of just like certain things, and I know it was a college and all that, but I feel like I could have been more of a tourist, and that's what I'm kind of trying to do now, is like be one with the community. I plan to volunteer more. I did sign up for volunteering at a musical theater, and then there's a garden club that I've been to actually before at one of the parks, and I'm gonna try getting back into that. So maybe this Saturday I'll be going to help garden and stuff like that. And I feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of also just trying to do activities that help me feel closer to my dad in a sense. Like I feel like, oh, like, yeah, my dad was like, he always gardened. I found out that he actually was a gardener in the Philippines when he worked as a helper. That's actually what he was doing, and I didn't know that. I thought he was like cooking or stuff like that, but yeah, he was actually helping the garden. So it would be nice to kind of have a green thumb. I know that he has like plants in our hometown, or like the garden that he built, and I would love to be able to kind of do that. And I think just being able to nurture something from like when it was like a seed, and I literally have seeds over here too, over here, that I have not done, but I would like to do my proper research before actually doing it. And so yeah, those are just some things that I want to pick up other than just like work and being on technology. So trying to kind of force myself into that, and I've also been sitting on those seeds for a long time, so you can see that I have not been doing what I say I'm going to do, but at the same time it's like I still have to buy like the soil and everything, so it's also an investment, so it's it's a give and take type of thing. What else? Yeah, I'm just really trying to brainwash my brain into thinking that every day is going to be a good day, and not being so, I don't know, stimulated by the morning and stuff like that. What else? I was able to kind of like move my body today and do, like when in the morning I want to do some stretches before I like jump into work. I didn't do my full mile in Pilates. I'll probably do that maybe I'll get into the habit of like maybe during like midday I'll do like Pilates or the mile or whatever. I still have to figure that out, but at least now I'm trying to kind of habit stack and combine things, so I kind of have a morning routine. Maybe after I find the morning routine I'll figure out maybe the night routine, or like maybe like a before lunch routine or something like that. But yeah, trying to figure that out. Also, one goal of mine is that I really want to lose weight for, I don't know, I just kind of want to push my body to its test. I've never been necessarily super duper fit or toned, like, ever, if anything. And I think I want to push my body to that test. Because, like, I don't know. I feel like while I'm young-ish, I might as well try. Because I feel like, oh, I've always said, like, oh, maybe, like, I've always wanted abs before or whatever. At least being toned enough. Maybe it's not in my genes, and that's okay. But yeah, I feel like just being able to run a marathon, that's like a future goal of mine anyways. I'm sure in the process, like, they'll show up, but everybody has abs. It's just a matter of like if it's showing over, that stuff. But yeah, I think that's something that I'm at least saying here. So maybe when my future self watches this, maybe I have abs, who knows. But I just want to be fit and toned, and at least like happy with my body. I know that I've talked about my like self-image and stuff when I was like shooting and like recording like photos and videos, etc. like that. And so I think I need to practice more of like my physical health, even if it's not necessarily getting abs. Like, that's totally fine. I think just being toned and just happy with like the amount of stress I could put onto my body in terms of like physical stress. Like, I'm not getting my heart rate up as often as I should be, whatever type of thing. Like, even jumping slash whatever, doing all those things, I feel like I'm not as light on my feet because I don't do those activities. So that's why I really want to get back into tennis, try new sports. I know that the rec center has different, like, say, art classes or whatever, so I'm going to try to get back into that. Before I would actually do that, I would take tennis lessons, and then I did like this mini boot camp class, whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna explore some more things and figure that out. But yeah, while I'm young, while I don't have kids, I might as well just be doing everything for myself, because once I have kids, then I have to do everything for them, which is totally fine, but also I want to live my life now. Okay, so I guess that's all for this vlog, and I'll see you in the next one.